My name is Bibi Nur Ain binti Zaman Khan. My number battery is 03 DUB25F1006.
My name is Shasha Nuzaidah binti Muhammad Hanafi, and my number in class are 39, and my matrix number are 03 DUB 25F1042.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Alia Sufia binti Muhammad Nahar, and my matric number is 03 DUB 25F1038.
My name is Nur Atira Shifa binti Haris. Number matric 03 DUB 25F1019.
Okay, first, the market structure is how different industries are classified based on the degree of competition, product type, and the ease of entry and exit. It is defined by factors such as the number of buyers and a seller, product definition, and barriers to entry. Understanding market structure helps explain how firms and consumers behave in a specific market as shown in usage. Example like perfect competition, monopolistic competition, oligopoly, and monopoly.
So for this part, I will explain about main type of market structure. First, we have perfect competition, where firms sell identical product and have no control over price. For example, farmer or supplier of basic material compete purely based on market price. Next is monopolistic competition. Here, products are differentiated, meaning a firm offers something slightly unique. They have some price control, like contractors or housing firms that vary in design, quality, or service. Then we move to oligopoly, where only few large firms dominate the market. The products are similar and therefore have high price power. In the construction field, this includes cement and major developers who influence pricing and competition. Finally, monopoly. This is when there is only one firm providing a unique product or service with full control over price. A good example will be TNB or water supplies company that face no direct competition. Next, which market structure best represents the Malaysian construction industry? The Malaysian construction industry is best represented by an oligopoly market structure. This means the market is dominated by a few large firms that control more of the big construction project. For example, Gamuda, IGM Corporation, and Sunway Construction. There are high barriers to entry, as new firms need a lot of capital, technical skill, and government approval to compete at the same level. Smaller companies usually work as subcontractors under these big firms, especially for government or infrastructure projects. Because of the dominance, the major players have strong influence over price and tendering processes, which affect overall competition in the industry. In short, Malaysian construction sector fit the characteristic of an oligopoly, few dominant firms, limited competition, and significant market control.
Challenge in market structure. Challenge in monopolistic competition. In the structure, many firms offer similar but differentiated product. Inefficiency and excess capacity. Firms operate with excess capacity and are not productively efficient. meaning the product less that a perfectly competitive firm would at the same price. Wasteful advertising and marketing. Two differentiated product firms invest heavily in advertising and marketing, which can be seen a waste of resources that could otherwise be used to lower price or production costs. Challenge in oligopoly. An oligopoly is dominated by a few large firms with significant market power, potential for collusion and price fixing. The interdependent among firms can lead to resulting in higher price and restricted output similar to a monopoly. Hard barrier to entry, significant barrier, e.g. high capital costs, strong brand loyalty, regulatory hurdles make it difficult for new firms to enter and compete, which limit competition. Balance in monopoly. A monopoly is it when a single firm dominates the entire market, high price and restricted output. The monopolist has substantial pricing power and can set price above marginal cost, leading to wealth transfer from consumer to the firm and a wide loss to society. Lack of incentive for innovation. Without competitive pressure, a monopolist may have reduced incentive to innovative or improve product quality, leading to stagnation. Challenge in perfect competition. Perfect competition is a theoretical model that rarely exists in the real world, but is present its own set of challenges if it were to occur. No incentive for innovation, since product are homogeneous and all information is public, firm cannot maintain a competitive edge through innovation. Lack of economy of scale. Firms are typically small and cannot take advantage of economy of scale, leading to potentially higher production costs than large-scale operation. How government policy affect the construction sector? Government policy have a big influence on the construction sector because they affect how much money is available, how projects are managed, and what kind of building are built. Fiscal policy. Government spending a tax. When the government spend more money on infrastructure projects such as highway and school, indirectly increase demand for construction service. Lower tax or subsidy can help construction companies reduce costs and encourage them to invest in new projects. However, if the government reduces spending or increase tax, construction activity may slow down because they lose money in the economy. Regulation and law. The government set building code, safety rules, and environmental standards to ensure quality and protect workers and the public. The rules help create safer building and sustainable construction practice, but sometimes too many regulations can make construction slower or more due to added paperwork or complaint costs. Housing initiative. The government may introduce affordable housing program or give municipal aid to first-time home buyers. This increased demand for housing construction policies like low interest housing loan or tax incentive also encourage people to build or buy home. This helps construction companies get more projects and boost employment in the sector.
Inflation means a general increase in price of goods and services. When inflation is high, the price of building material like cement, steel and wood and labor costs go up. This makes construction projects more expensive, and some projects may be delayed or cancelled due to higher costs. It also reduces the profit of construction companies. Interest rates. Interest rates are the cost of borrowing money. When interest rates are high, it becomes more expensive for people and companies to take loans to build or buy property. This reduces construction activity. When interest rates are low, borrowing is cheaper, so more people invest in construction projects, increasing demand and growth in the sector. Unemployment. When unemployment is high, fewer people have stable income, so fewer houses or buildings are built or purchased. However, high unemployment also means more workers are available, so labor may become cheaper for construction companies. When the economy improves and unemployment falls, there is usually more demand for housing and commercial buildings. Economic recession. A recession is a period when a country's economy slows down significantly. It is usually marked by reduced spending by consumers, decline in business profits, job loss, decrease in production. During a recession, the government may need to take action to boost economic activity through stimulus package, job programs, and business support.
Next, international trade in construction. International trade in construction is the exchange of services, materials, and technology across borders driven by globalization and large-scale infrastructure projects. It allows for access to advanced materials and technologies from other countries. The development of international projects like railway and canals and the growth of a global construction market challenge include navigating regulatory barriers, political risks, and different financing models, which can be mitigated by target market entry strategies and adapt funding approach.